If you're not steadily moving in the direction of your goals, you can bet that somewhere along the way you are sabotaging yourself. Self-sabotage is one of the biggest reasons why we never reach our goals. In any area of our life, we place limitations on ourselves out of fear, doubt, comfort, and self-hatred. If this message hits home to you and you need to find a way to start reaching your goals and living the life you imagined, I want to help you. Download my free Mindset Manifesto resource in the link below to stop the self-destruction. The first thing you need to do is recognize your self-sabotaging habits. Ask yourself why and how you are placing limitations on your goals. I couldn't believe that I've been in this industry for decades and I didn't even realize that I had self-sabotaging behaviors until I watched What's Eating You. That helped me identify that, oh my gosh, that's what I'm doing. I am self-sabotaging. I am emotionally eating. And here's the reason why. Once I recognized that, once I realized that, I then identified my triggers and then I was able to stop those behaviors before they became a binge eating session. So what are the reasons for self-sabotage? A negative self-image is one of them, self-hatred. I don't know why people have such loathing about themselves. Perhaps they were victimized, and perhaps you were victimized in the past for some reason. This is a big cause for negative self-talk, self-hatred. Another reason is comfort. We want to stay where it's comfortable and familiar, never rocking that boat too much. But I'm telling you, you cannot be your greatest self. You cannot reach higher levels, especially when you see yourself at a higher level, but you're down here. You can't reach those higher levels if you don't step up and step out of that box and do something that makes you uncomfortable. Nobody ever became anything great by just sitting here and being comfortable. Believe me, what I do, what a lot of you do, it is uncomfortable, and that's okay. Uncomfortableness is okay. I've always said that the one thing that I am the most comfortable with is change. And early on in my life, I got used to change, and it just doesn't bother me. I love to change. You've noticed I've got several different mohawk colors just because I'm always looking for the next greatest thing. Another self-sabotaging reason is fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of losing old stories that we have identified ourselves with. I can tell you that I have a lot of moms that tell me that they are afraid of losing weight because all of their weight was associated with the entire childhood of their children. And what if they lose the weight and they become somebody new? That means they're afraid of losing the memories that they had growing up, raising their children. You've got to realize that that is not going to happen. You're not going to lose the memories. You're always going to have those memories. Your children are going to have memories of their childhood no matter what. So you losing the weight does not mean that you're going to lose the good memories. We want you to perhaps lose the bad memories, and we hope that happens, but you're not going to lose the good memories associated with your weight. So how do you overcome self-sabotage? Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to practice self-compassion, self-love. And I know this sounds hippity-dippity, and I know you're probably laughing. Believe me, I have laughed at this too, but guess what? Guess who does it? Me. And this means that repeating phrases in the mirror back to yourself, I love and accept myself unconditionally right now. But you're gonna wanna say, I love you to yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. You're smart. You're healthy. You're getting healthier every day. You're sexy. You're strong. Even if you don't feel it, say it. Say it right now, because at some point, over and over and over, when you say these things to yourself, you are reaffirming these things in your mind, in your subconscious. So we have to first get your thoughts right and get you proclaiming them through your words, because once you say those words, that thing has power now. The next way to combat self-sabotaging behavior is identify the habits that lead to self-sabotaging behavior. It is absolutely crucial to this whole process that you figure out what is causing you to self-sabotage. And again, I know I keep bringing this up, but What's Eating You helped me identify my behaviors that led me to binge eat. Once I identified the triggers and identified the behaviors, then followed, I put a stop to those behaviors. I identified the trigger and I was able to put up a barrier so that the behavior couldn't take place. The next thing you can do is find a positive outlet. If you turn to food as an outlet, identify that and then make a small positive change. So an example of this, and I'll use myself for an example, instead of letting taxes trigger me to binge eat because of my anxiety was a 10 out of 10, I would instead leave the house, take Annabelle, and go walk around the block. Breathe, get out of the kitchen, get out from away from the food, get my mind on something else, take her out, put my mind on her needs. So identify something that you can do to change those current bad self-sabotaging behaviors. We all have the power to be self-destructive, but we also have the power to steer it in a different direction. For every negative thought and temptation to stop your momentum, you also have the power to keep going. If you're ready to take control of your life, download my free resource today and get connected. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Or better yet, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. That way you are informed when I release a new video. But I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me, how did you overcome your self-sabotaging behavior? Be brave, put it in the box because I want to hear from you. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next video.